How's it going, everyone? Lewis Howes with SportsNetworker.com, and I'm at the Marquee Jets Super Bowl party Saturday, day before the Super Bowl, and I'm here with one of the most recognized names in the sports business writing field, Terry Lefton, who writes for Sports Business Weekly and Sports Business Journal. And how's it going, Terry?
Great. It's my favorite party of the week, the Marquee Jets party, so I'm happy.
There you go. Okay, cool. So, just going to ask Terry a couple questions. First off, why did you start? What was your reason for being a sports writer, and when did you start that?
I grew up loving sports, and I grew up loving writing, so I guess it's a good combination. My dad runs an ad agency. His dad ran an ad agency, so I guess there's some genetic coding in terms of sports business. And as the sports business grew, and I was covering it, I sort of didn't quite create my job, but came pretty close to it.
Okay. So you started Sports Business Journal back in the week after 9/11, is that right?
I started there then, yeah. Then the industry came to a freeze, and I had to write about bad economy. Now I've come full circle, I have to write about bad economy.
Right, exactly. So what are the main things you cover in Sports Business Journal? Sponsorships and what else?
Sponsorship, licensing, marketing of any kind, advertising. Really, it's about following the money and who's spending it in creative new ways.
Right, okay. So if say there's a bunch of college sports writers who want to be sports writers, what would you give them some advice as how to get into the industry? Should they jump right onto going to Sports Business Journal, or should they go to local, cover high school sports, or what should they try to do to get into the industry?
I think it's a very difficult time to go into the journalism business because you see that the paper side of it is slowly going away.
Blogging.
I think in about 5 to 10 years, my job is going to be much more work than I ever want to do.
Really?
Because they'll want to be blogging 24 hours a day,
right.
Video blogging 24 hours a day,
right.
Audio blogging 24 hours a day,
yeah.
Writing, broadcasting, traveling like you have here, the video thing. That's more work than I want to do. My only real obligation is a column every week, and I certainly write more than that, but I don't want to write more. I don't want to. My vision of the journalist of the future is much too much work.
It's too hard. So what do you see yourself doing in the future?
I've probably got a book or two in me. It's just that when you're writing for a daily and a weekly,
it's tough to come out with
a book. But I've had the offers. It's really a question of time.
Okay, 2 pieces of advice for a college student or aspiring journal writer. What do they need to do to get in the industry? How do they need to be different? What are some tricks they can do to get in?
Get in the sports business industry?
To write as a sports journalist.
Okay, to write as a sports journalist.
What can they do
to get in
there?
Specialize quickly. Don't go in and say, I'm going to be a sports writer. There's very little room for sports writers anymore. Okay. There might be room for a fantastically educated, well-connected football writer, or someone who knows everything about high school hockey, or everything about college lacrosse. Specialize as soon as you can, so you'll stand out. Otherwise, you're just another sports writer, and we see that there's going to be fewer and fewer jobs for reporters. So you better find a way to stand out and to use a marketing word differentiate.
There you go. Very cool. Well, Terry Lefton from SportsBusinessJournal.com, and check him out online.